Welcome back to another video, guys. Before I go any further, I do apologise for how I look. I've not long woken up and I am burnt from head to toe because we are having a very hot. So this video is about, how long could it take to make an anime from home? Someone who's pretty experienced with this now. I've been doing this since 2012 and I won't sugarcoat it. It takes mad time. Like animation's a time consumer all on its own. But if you're going on to make a full-on anime and all that, be prepared. All I can say, like more mentally prepared than anything else. I would just advise you to start anywhere. I would start with writing the story. Before anything else, write the story down. So then you've got that clear pathway of what it is, where the direction you're going. It's always important to write the story. And before I go any further after that point, I'm going to say, because animation is a time consumer, a lot of people prefer to just do an episode, which is absolutely fine. I've actually adapted to the mindset of doing the entire season, if you want to call it that, or if it's just one season and a whole series. I'm in the mindset of doing an entire season now before releasing it. I know what type of season it is, like a whole season that's just dialogue based, no action or anything. I'll do a whole season because animating dialogue scenes is very easy. It's minimal movement. It's mainly just lip movement for the most part, and the odd, character acting and stuff like that. Hair flowing in the wind. So you could put more time into making the art look a lot better when it's just dialogues. Like heavy action based like mine is. Prioritize quantity of the anime rather than quality. It's only you doing it at the end of the day, unless you've got a team behind you. That's a different story. I don't, so I do everything. Quickly winding back here. Story first. Always do the story. I'm also going by my method here. So after I would do the story, we'll draft out the story, I would then start character. Personally, that's one of the favorite parts for me. I love doing the character designs. Yeah, do the character designs. Going back to the story quickly, actually. When you're doing the stories, I tend to do it in bullet points. It's just far easier to follow. You can write out an entire story of what the plot is and all that, but I tend to do mine in like bullet points. So then we're going to go to the animation sketches. Start with animated sketches. You're not looking to make the characters in the animation yet, you're just looking for the movement. It's really important to get the movement. Like I said, if you're just doing dialogue scenes, you just basically stand out kind of thing. Maybe the old blink or something like that. Their hair flowing in the wind. Keep flapping. Start with keyframes, of course. Important keyframes, of course. Like the start, middle, end kind of thing. And then go back and do the in-betweens to make it flow more kind of thing. So yeah, those are the steps I would take. I mean, it's pretty basic. Standard information for animators. You start with keyframes and then you go back and put in between frames, make it flow better. And then of course you've got the coloring stage. I do it the cack-handed way, of course. I render each frame separately, and then of course we're going to get to the backgrounds afterwards. Sorry, I'm not explaining everything, breaking it down, because I want you to know exactly what goes into animation, especially when you're making an anime. Like, you consider all these things, but then you're making a full-on anime series. It's not just one video you're making. You're making a load of videos under one title. But there's a lot of people out there who watch animation channels who are like, when's the next episode coming out? When's the next episode coming out and such? I don't get that because I'm not a popular channel, but you see all these big animation channels and they get hassled to no end. If you're not an animator, you won't understand. I'm not one of those people that throw a comment down there and say, where's the next episode? Like, no, I completely respect the work that's gone into it. Even with a team, it can take a long time. If you've got a dedicated team that are doing high quality fire animation, let them work, man. They will be done when they are done. And I apply that to myself. I'm just one single man doing an animation channel. With a full-on anime series being produced, it will be done when it's done. That's what I always say. It will be ready when it's ready. When I feel it's ready, I will start putting it ready together. But yeah, going back to backgrounds, this has been a topic for me lately because of AI coming into it. I tend to do my backgrounds quite sketchy now because it's easier, and I think it looks better, to be honest, because you're not going to focus on the background too much anyway, are you? But you get people that do really crisp, sharp backgrounds, and you can just identify what's in the background. Mine's not quite like that, but I make it to a point where you just know roughly where they are. I like the sketchiness of it, really. I think it suits my series a lot better. Compositing, my favorite part, besides the whole character designs. I do love compositing. It does take a long time. Like I said, I've got all these frames that I've saved individually, and then I've got to put them in a timeline. in my respective compositing software. For anyone who doesn't know, I use Sony Vegas for mine. So yeah, you put all your frames in the software. That's where you figure out how long each scene is gonna take, and you've done enough frames for it, then you've got to start, sort it out accordingly in the timeline, get the timing right. But yeah, man, these are all the things you have to consider when it comes to animation. It's not just a simple case of, oh, I'm just going to draw a few frames, color it, and then save it, and there you go. I used to start off like that. When I started animation back in 2012. I used MS Paint, which I loved using that, by the way. I could make some crisp art on that. I may go back and try it again. MS Paint and then Movie Maker. That was all I used. You save everything. I saved everything as a GIF and then put it into Movie Maker, slapped some sound effect and music under it. I didn't have the knowledge back then, so it would come out very like low quality. The sound effect would be very like tinny, but you learn over time. But back then, I could pump out like a 20-minute animation each year. Nowadays, it will take me 2 to 3 years to pump out one video if I'm serious about it. How long could it take to make an anime from home? Years. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're going full on with it, years. It would take years to make one. It's ideal to have a team with you. If I could have a team with me to make mine, I would. I'm not one of those people that just want to randomly ask people to join me, which is another reason why I'm kind of leaning more towards the AI side, because it's a little bit of assistance for me, but that's still a decision to be made at them. Yeah, these are all the steps. I've spent 20 years making this 6-minute video. My season anime got remade. There is an original version. I have the original files for it that I do plan to make a reaction for on this channel, by the way, so you guys can see where I actually started. I remade the entire song, and that was way back in 2019. We're now in 2026, and I've only just I've released it a 4th time the way I wanted to. It's a long time, man. You got to commit to it. Anyway, man, I'm gonna leave it there. Probably not the most crisp step-by-step video on how to make an anime, but it's just a rough idea of how it goes. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, final verdict on that, it will take years if you're making it high quality and good sound effects, good art, good music. Music's another thing entirely. I've never been in the music kind of thing, so I kind of get help on that one. If you liked my video and want to learn more about anime, making your own anime series from home, I could do a part 2 to this if it interests you. I will plan it better. This was kind of a spur of the moment, popped into my head. I thought, I'll make a video on this and talk about it a bit. Yeah, man, if you're interested in a second part to this, I would be up for that. If you want to discuss what I've spoken about in this video, then I'll be in the comments with you. If you do enjoy my videos, then subscribe. If you don't enjoy my videos, then do not subscribe. And check out my t-shirt merch, because I'm a very different business. Personalized designs, of course. If you don't want my designs, I will make you designs for whatever reason you want. Hit me up. I'm ready to go. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.